And welcome back to the SA Sports Show. Greg Anderson with Barry Curtin. Phil's having a little break this week, so he's away enjoying himself, I'm sure.
Oh, he'll be enjoying himself. There's no doubts about that. No doubts about that. How you been?
He might even do a bit of swimming, which is our. I'm leading into our next segment. Did you like that?
He won't be doing one bit of swimming.
He might do a little bit of swimming.
He won't be doing one bit of swimming. Look, seriously, you haven't heard him talk about the Northern Territory with the crocodiles.
No,
he doesn't go in. He will not go in the water.
All right. Well, then he won't be swimming at all. But I do want to welcome Joe and Grant from the West Beach Surf Life Saving Club.
Thank
welcome.
You. Thank you.
Grant, I've looked at your achievements. Just outstanding. I mean, just recently you won a couple of gold and a couple of silver and the Australian Championships, but the list just keeps going.
I try hard.
You try hard? What's your favourite event? I know we're talking surf life saving, but there's a lot more to it than just
surf life
just
saving is my favourite event. I guess as a youngster, I did mainly team sports.
Yeah.
But during summer, you had to do something else, and so I used to do swimming and surf life saving. And whilst I didn't do a lot, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And eventually, you get to the age where, if you're not too old for team sports, the people you play with are, and so it's very hard to find a team. But surf lifesaving filled that gap, and so did swimming, I must say. So to answer your question, what's my favourite event? It's probably the surf race, but what keeps me going in the surf lifesaving is a variety.
Yes.
And you get that variety through doing the other events, and I've really enjoyed training for, and with some success, the Ironman, where you combine running, board paddling, ski paddling, and swimming. So it's a tough call between the Ironman
as a Masters event.
And this is in the Masters.
Yes.
My involvement in surf life saving has mainly been for a short period when I was very young, and then when I came to Adelaide from the country. And playing hockey, team sports in the country, I moved to Adelaide and started doing the surf lifesaving. But I was a master at that stage.
Explain to me the Australian and interstate pool rescue event. Well, what is that? And why is it Australian and interstate pool rescue? What is that all about?
Okay, again, pool lifesaving is to practice the skills that you'll need. Possibly for rescues at the beach, at the pool, and in the rivers. So the events that we practice involve using rescue tubes to secure a patient and get them to safety. It also involves mannequins, which simulate the body weight of a patient. They're 52 kilograms when they're fully loaded. So we practice rescuing them from up to 3 metres in depth and bringing them to the surface and getting them to the side of the pool. So the competitions are geared around that.
It's a lot of variety, isn't it, when you start talking about it? I'm just thinking of the flags and the relays.
I had read something where you pulled off a world record in this event as well.
Yes.
Take us through start to finish, because it was 1 minute 1-1, your record?
Well, depending what event. The most recent one was in the what they call the 100-metre mannequin carry, where you swim 50 metres.
I've been in that one.
Not by choice.
No. Go on, sorry, mate.
You swim 50 metres, most of it underwater if you can, because you can actually swim faster underwater. You surface, in my case, and get a few breaths, and you go down 3 metres to grab the mannequin, bring it to the surface and swim it back the other 100 metres, which simulates what could happen in a river, or at the beach for that matter.
And Joe, you've had a life of swimming, haven't you? I mean, I'm also looking at your results just of late. Again, gold medals and national titles, etc., etc. But you've started swimming from a pretty young age.
I started swimming when I was 6. I was taught to swim in a backyard pool by one of South Australia's leading coaches, and he kept going with me and I kept going with him, and basically I haven't stopped swimming since I was 6 years old.
Wow.
And then you sort of went into surf life saving. Is that...
Grant talked me into
Good
doing
work,
Grant, when we were together, and so that was about 10 years ago that I started surf life saving. And when you're in your late 40s, it's really difficult to start new skills like getting on a board, getting on a ski, learning new things. But it was fun.
So competing wise, and you obviously have a real passion for competing. The swimming aspect's probably still your favourite.
Swimming is still my number one thing, where I probably perform the best and like currently hold 12 national records for my age group.
Yeah,
you know,
fantastic.
5-year age groups.
That makes no difference.
And mainly in backstroke. But yeah, swimming is my thing, but then that translates over into the surf lifesaving, of course, because we have surf events and tube events, which are all to do with swimming, and the pool lifesaving as well.
Now, reading through your bios, both of you, I thought, you know, when I read Grant's, I thought fantastic. He was awarded the most outstanding Masters male competitor, 2017-18.
I knew it.
That's surf lifesaving. That's surf lifesaving, ranked in the top 10 in the world multiple times. I thought, wow, beat that one, Joe. And then I read Joe.
Yeah, so I can't believe it. It's just amazing.
Well, it is. It awarded the most outstanding female Masters competitor for Masters swimming in 2016 and 17.
Yes.
So what a team here. You obviously do a lot together. You obviously train together.
We train together. We compete against each other, even though we're in competition in the pool against our own, age groups and sexes. We are so competitive with each other.
Fantastic.
So who wins the most gold medals?
Yeah,
who breaks the most records? It's quite frustrating.
Okay.
And how much training do you do now? I mean, you hear the training for swimmers and surf lifesavers is just enormous. You know, up at 5 in the morning, just watching that
We were
black
up at
line.
5 this
You're still doing it now.
Yep.
Wow.
So 3 mornings a week we're up at 5, in the pool by 5:30, do an hour and a half, and then on the other days we do either gym or board paddling, ski paddling, running, yoga.
Focused on
work.
competing and successfully competing.
Who
which is
pushes
brilliant.
you?
She's the yoga king.
Okay,
Yeah.
now we've got a very important swim coming up
Yes, we do.
in February next year.
February the 9th.
It's the pink swim, but it's now the pink and blue swim.
Pink and
But
blue
can we
swim.
get the origins of this swim, or what happened? How did that start? How did that begin?
Started with
Well, it started with
May.
Joanne. Joanne had breast cancer. And following her breast cancer, which she went through, she battled and she won the battle. I was down at the Surf Lifesaving Club with Paul Raffinelli, who you had on the show last year. And Paul and I were just chatting over a beer, and Paul said, we're looking for a community event. And I mentioned to Paul the possibility of having a pink swim for breast cancer. And I could see his eyes. He just grabbed it and he ran with it. And he's done he has done a fantastic job with that swim. And it was all over Joe.
Over Joe. Yeah. But it's now the pink and blue. So the pink has
obviously
grown.
we can't leave the guys out.
Yeah.
So
the pink has grown
pink
quite
and blue.
considerably, and now the blue has been added,
Yep.
making a massive event.
it's a
So we
community
started
event.
with started with 78 people to do the pink swim the first year. Last year we had, I think, 600 and we raised $52,000.
Wow.
This year we're hoping to get 900 people and raise,
Whatever.
Fantastic.
a lot of money.
So what are the
Twice as much.
swims? What are the swims?
How far are we going?
I'm going to be part of it. There's no question.
you are?
I'm going to be part
Okay.
of it. Board shorts though, I can't wear the
That's fine.
the budgie smugglers.
You
I'm
can
just wearing the board
swim.
shorts or footy shorts. How far do I need to go? I reckon I've got
As
400
far as you
in me.
want. You can go
Do I
swim as
need
far
more
as you
than that?
like.
You
Up
can
to 1
go-
kilometre.
Yeah, one kilometre,
Yeah.
500 metres or 200 metres.
I'm going 500.
You can start. You can start the 1 kilometre and come in at the 500 and walk the
because
rest of
it's
the way.
really affected
gonna
everyone in
say.
this community, hasn't it? I mean, like it is just
Well,
seems to be, you know, on around the corner on the people's end of people's tongues that someone's been affected by someone's tragedy
Absolutely.
in
Everybody
breast
you
cancer.
speak to knows someone who's had breast cancer or prostate cancer.
Yeah.
And this was actually awarded at the council level, the best community event a couple of years ago. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
Paul's
Excellent.
really put his heart and soul into it.
Well,
I'd be
first of
there
all,
if there was a 20-metre dash.
you're coming as well.
Well,
You're coming
No,
as well.
I'll jump in, but I'm 20 metres is about me.
Now, congratulations on what you're doing personally and
Thank you.
for your club,
Oh,
and your
amazing.
achievements have been inspiring. It really have been, and it's wonderful. But on the other side of the coin, what you're doing for the pink and blue swim, I really take my hat off, and I'm really looking forward to the swim. I think it's just wonderful, and unfortunately,
Great.
it's really it's really affecting our community. This these two horrible diseases, tragically most times, and so it's just wonderful. So
Well done.
thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
pleasure.
Brilliant. And we'll be back after the break.